10 years old for a young black American boy with a father in jail. Trouble was everywhere. He made bad choices. He had been in jail for dealing drugs. In 2007, he tried to go straight, but money was tight, and his brother Lord needed cash for a liver transplant. Go down the line to how the FBI duped him into agreeing to take part in an Islamic terror plot to blow up Jewish synagogues and shoot down military planes. And his aunt just couldn't believe the way he was duped into it, said she felt like she was in the Twilight Zone. Well, there's all kinds of news like that, and that is your war on terror for you. I know Alex is back on the line. Let's see what he wants to get into now.
Well, I'm going to take phone calls until the bottom of the next hour. Then I'll get into what I've been witnessing here on the road, Aaron. But that shake and bake operation where they always find a low IQ, desperate person from prison who they always force either into one of 4 or 5 different gangs, including the Muslim gangs. Then they recruit them out, and the FBI leads these groups. They don't infiltrate a group planning to blow something up. They create it, and it's all part of this backdrop for the general public. I want to go to the phone calls. My Skype text isn't working, so I'm having to hand write down the callers. So after we go to these 5 callers, Aaron, you just have the call system up there in front of you, and when I say let's go to a call, you'll announce who the caller is, and we'll do it that way. Noah in Oklahoma, thanks for holding. You're on the air. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. I've just been listening to you guys for just a little while, and I know this is a bit off topic of what you guys have been talking about, but I thought it might really interest you. My nephew takes the Game Informer, which is a magazine that is all about video games. I'm not into the video games, but he showed it to me, and he said he wanted me to read it, and the whole article was about a new game, Tom Clancy-based, Rainbow Six Patriots. And I thought, well, that sounds kind of interesting. And so I read the article, and they actually have in there the Southern Poverty Law Center, and the whole article is about can you fire on Americans? And, I mean, it's just such propaganda. It just made me sick. And I thought, well, I was listening to your show, and I said, well, these guys might like to hear this. And I just
let me stop you. I know about the magazine Informer because I've seen it on newsstands. I'm going to send the crew to get that right now. And then they can cut in this evening the audio and video of you talking about it with myself. Then we can cut to the video of the actual game. You are the police. You're an anti-terrorism unit. You even shoot and kill cops if they get in your way here in the U.S. It's all about training you. Torture is cool. Shooting cops is cool if it's for the greater good. And yes, you train to take on the patriots who are the bad people. They don't like the Federal Reserve. They don't like Goldman Sachs. They don't like the people taking old ladies' pension funds. They fight for the loving bankers who are taking on the evil Ron Paul-type patriots. And yes, 2 weeks ago, I was shown the trailer for it, and from the Rainbow Six website, we were on the Brooklyn Bridge, and there's a guy who's had a bomb strapped to him by the patriots, the evil patriots, who have to be dealt with, of course. And so all these young people are watching this, simulating it, and then the cops are trying to kill the guy, but the bomb's going to go off. So the Special Forces people are shooting the U.S. cops to stop the greater damage of the bridge being blown up. And this is the situational ethics they teach. They teach this in law enforcement for at least 14 years I know of, that torture is cool, and a guy's going to release anthrax bombs. Do you torture his kids to make him answer questions? Do you save 10,000 by torturing his kid? Yes, you do. And they all fantasize about being Jack Bauer. And it's all total mind control. And yes, most of the new point-and-shoot video games, first-person shooter games now, have always been about killing mutated humans. It's all about simulated murder, seeing fellow humans as scum. The show Cops is always about showing white trash and scum. The cops are always the good guys. The citizens are the bad guys, the scum. And yes, it's all now in Rainbow Six about murdering the evil patriots. But then in real world, we have the training manuals, gun owners, conservatives, returning veterans, libertarians. Those are the enemies. So tell me again the name of the magazine and what issue it is. I'll send folks over to the local Barnes & Noble, because that's where the guys are going to find it, or HEB or wherever. And then we can do a report on it tonight, or we can do one next week. But this is the type of stuff that they teach in these, and it's literally hundreds of games now. So it's and I can confirm what you're saying. I meant to get to this 2 weeks ago. I didn't know that they were glorifying the Southern Poverty Law Center as our new Commissar commander, saying, "Do you have what it takes to take on the American people? They've been saying this was coming. They were kooks for it, but now they're right. And yes, we're coming for them." So Aaron's going to write down the name of this. What's the name of the magazine again?
Game Informer. And something else about that, when you read the article, when they quote the Southern Poverty Law Center, they're talking about how many more militias have been formed since 2000. I can't remember what it was, but the whole, I mean, it's just unbelievable, the propaganda in there. And these are for children, supposed to be for children is what gets me. And they are basically going to have these children, the next generation will be the ones that will be firing on Americans.
Of course, sir, let me stop you. I'm going to break this down. Come back, give us the issue, the name of the article on the other side. We're going to do a report on this. But they are training Explorer Scouts nationwide to kill conservatives and libertarians. New York Times admits it. They say it's wonderful.
From the shattered Rust Belt come the Las Vegas.
Now also available in digital format at Amazon and iTunes worldwide.
Don't come calling when your walls start falling down. I've got a little bit of respect, don't take it away. How does it feel to be one of the beautiful people? It ain't revolution. Time to drag it.
Life Before the Collapse by the Las Vegas on 180-gram vinyl and mastered especially for vinyl by legendary audio engineer Steve Hall.
This guy, why don't want me to this guy?
Life Before the Collapse by the Las Vegas. The Las Vegas. Now available at Amazon.com.
And iTunes.
With new financial dominoes falling each day, do you know who really runs this country? This is Alex Jones with a special message about the gangster economy. Folks, if you're lucky enough to have a little money set aside for a rainy day, this could be the most important message you'll ever hear. I want to tell you about an exciting new book that reveals how to keep the gangster economy from murdering your money. That's right, murdering your money. Learn about the 14 vicious dominoes of destruction set to unleash hell on earth for savers and investors. Learn the 11 ways to play gangster economy judo and win. Learn how to beat the bad guys at their own game. Learn ingenious ways to profit in the new gangster economy. To read more about this amazing new book, don't wait. Go to gangstereconomy.com. That's gangstereconomy.com. Don't let the bad guys destroy your money. Go to gangstereconomy.com.
We all know the importance of having storable foods. But what about when the food runs out? What then? For real food independence, you need a supply of non-hybrid seeds. Introducing the Survival Seed Vault from MyPatriotSupply.com. The Survival Seed Vault is sealed for freshness and includes 20 varieties of easy-to-grow non-hybrid seeds for only $37.95. For less than $40, you've got real food independence. And the Survival Seed Vault includes detailed planting and seed-saving instructions. Imagine the barter power you'll have when the food supply does collapse. Right now, save $9 instantly when you buy 3 or more Survival Seed Vaults from MyPatriotSupply.com. Same-day shipping on all orders, plus free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Or discover more emergency preparedness products at MyPatriotSupply.com. That's MyPatriotSupply.com.
When you realize there is total social engineering and literally more than 20 video games that I have personally viewed, because on YouTube over the years, and even before that, they take screenshots of it, of the video, and put it online. The main enemy is malicious. The main enemy is gun owners. The main enemy is anti-New World Order forces. And of course, the militias always engage in atrocities and are terrorists and evil. And yes, it's totally disgusting. These video games, for adults that don't know, and of course a lot of adults don't even have lives, they just play video games. It's very sad. I'm not saying playing some isn't okay, but the point is it's a bunch of brainwashing. Be aware of it. The main enemy is conservative, libertarian, returning veterans. Then in the real world, and I want to do a piece about this, in the real world you have the New York Times and other publications where in the first paragraph of the article it says, the Explorer Scouts trained to take on the disgruntled Iraq vet. They take him out and kill him. And then you learn Explorer Scouts across the country, people laugh, oh, those are 14-year-old kids. Really, this program's been going on for 5 years. They're now 19. Have been simulating the killing of patriots. I remember talking to the ROTC out of the major university in San Antonio, and I almost hit the documents a decade ago. And then when I covered it, other people sent me info. You know who the ROTC trains to take on in every major university in the U.S.? They do warfare simulation drills against conservative, libertarian, constitutional militias. The Southern Poverty Law Center, the ADL, comes in like literal Russians that have taken over in Red Dawn and walk around to the local sympathizers going, these are the enemies of our system. They are and sometimes they even say, you are part of a new world order. And they just sit there. I mean, this is so creepy and traitorous. We're living like in a movie, but it's really happening. Everything we've talked about is unfolding. Of course, they're selling 10, 15, 20, sometimes 50 million of these video games. They're making billions off some video game franchises. They're bigger than movies now. You know, they're $50 to upwards of $100 for these, and the people are buying them, and they simulate all day torturing, murdering, killing militias, killing American gun owners, and these kids are fantasizing. And then they go and fly real drones. They go out and join the real military. And that's why cops freak out. Now, I want to go back to Noah from Oklahoma, and then we got to hurry through Jason, Esther, Matt, Celterra, and others that are holding. But briefly, give us the issue. I would imagine it's the new one or the last one, so that we can go out and buy it and actually show folks the magazine article. This is big breaking news. And folks, we know what breaking news is, just like our article is top linked on Drudge right now, dealing with the EAS alerts over your phones. It's now being announced. We told you it was coming. Just briefly, sir, tell me what's in the article. You've read it. Tell me the date and name of the article if you have it in front of you.
I don't have it in front of me. I'm sorry about that, but I read the thing, and I didn't even look at the issue, but I know it's the latest issue because it comes out before it comes on the newsstands because he gets it in the mail. So I'm sure it's probably December, January. It's got to be at least December or probably January because they come out a month beforehand or maybe sometimes 2 months, but it's the latest
We can
one.
do a search on it. I'll guarantee you somebody's already written about it. A lot of times they're top articles online. And again, that's Game Informer. I see that magazine everywhere. It's got like a gray top. Usually has like an image of a video game, some simulated, life going on. It's really matrix insertion gear, matrix insertion training gear, training wheels for total insertion into the false reality of the slave grid. But any other points you want to make about it?
Yes, on the cover it shows 3 of the these so-called good guys in their militarized gear, and they're looking down from the top of a building, and it shows off in the distance one of the buildings on fire. Like, oh my goodness, everybody should be scared out of the twist because there might be a militia around the corner, And what just got me about
stay there. We're going to come back again and have you finish. Nobody's more evil than those evil Americans.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. This holiday season, more than half of our nation is in need of help due to the shattered economy. So now is the time to express the holiday spirit more than ever. Consider helping those you love with the most important gift, a supply of delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. Their holiday gift and family packs start at $99 for a 16-day supply, while their 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals includes a personal backpack in case of a grab-and-go emergency. Order their combo gift pack, and you'll save hundreds, plus get free shipping on your entire order. Call eFoods today at 800-409-5633 or visit them online at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex to find the special. That's 800-409-5633 or efoodsdirect.com/Alex.